Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant, and welcome back to the channel. Well, what a surprise we have here. EA just decided to take the leaker's job and reveal the entire new paid season pass coming to FC25 themselves. We have all of the rewards that we're going to see in 2 days in this game. Interestingly enough, the first 5 Playstyle Plus card is going to be a part of that for us at the end of this paid season pass and a whole lot of other content. The question is it going to be worth the price? And what is the price? We're going to talk about that in today's video and dive through all those brand new rewards that are upcoming. Plus, we've got to take a look at content today on Tuesday as we get closer and closer to the end of this week. Ultimate Tots and this new season releasing. We do have a new trade-in. It's Trade-In Tuesday. Hopefully, they'll add an extra slot to this player pick. We have another upgrade pack, hopefully, coming into this game today. And the UCL PSG cards are leaving packs. But with this little news loading screen tab that EA have dropped here in game, there are the women's Arsenal cards coming to replace them. One last team, I guess, it looks like, of Road to the Final winners is coming today, and we're going to talk about that and more and what to expect on Tuesday at FC25. Also, a little investment tip I have for you guys. Wanting to make some coins before Ultimate Tots. Low budget for sure. Let's talk about it, guys. If you're excited for it, drop thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Now, covering yesterday's Monday content is going to take a minute because we had 3 SBCs and that's it. I don't mean a minute like a long time. I mean like a minute as in 1 minute. Brian White, our striker SBC, released yesterday. He's an 85 rated squad, incredibly cheap and probably incredibly not completed by a lot of people, to be completely honest, because of the Ivan Toney that we had the day before that. Unless you're a Whitecaps fan, USA fan, I'm even American, and I don't plan on completing this SBC. Personally, I don't know who Brian White is, but Ivan Toney, I'm going to say, again, this card is insane for a budget striker. I will be getting him done and trying him out this week as we get our Rivals points, hopefully, for the last week of this season, and hopefully getting us into a higher division before we get kicked back. We talked about that yesterday as well. Now, the upgrade pack SBCs were the part of content that at least I was interested in the most yesterday. We got the 82 plus pick, and we got the premium mixed pack, as we'll call it, right? It's got the mixed leagues of MLS, Saudi League, Serie A, and League One, and unfortunately, it's watering down the pack luck and the weight on these. Guys, I've been using this new site that I've been hearing about. A lot of people have been using it. It's called footnext.com. This is not an ad or anything like that. It's just a useful tool to check pack odds. We always have pack odds in the store that EA posts, right? This is basically using, it's like an extension, so that's a little bit sus if you're being honest, because that's against EA's terms of service. But it's a very great tool because it takes data collected from user accounts. That's why it's a little sus, right? It's collecting data from these packs that people are opening through the web app, and it's kind of giving you an odds percentage. And it's just a good way to kind of gauge how good an upgrade pack is. You can see here the 82 plus player pick has a 2% chance of a team of the season, 0.93 of a highlights, and 0.02 of a road to the final card. But look at the premium packs. I was kind of excited for these. They're absolutely shocking. Only a 1.48% chance of a team of the season and a 0.12, so a little bit higher of a road to the final since it's League One specific. But guys, these packs from opening them yesterday were absolutely terrible. I think the 82 plus pick is the way to go this week. But man, the weight in general right now is just very, very bad. We were talking about it in the stream yesterday, looking at FootNext, that website, and some people were saying that the League One upgrade packs for the first week of team of the season were at like 4 to 5% in the premium regular upgrade pack that we usually know and love, and now here we are with 1.48% for a TOTS card in those premium packs. That is really, really unfortunate, but that's kind of old news because that's how this game has been for the last week. But that's all the content that has been released yesterday on a Monday. The real content was the big news, the season finale update. Guys, we have this big, well, it's not even a big update. It's big because of what's coming in the season pass and the news with that. We do have a small gameplay patch update that is a part of this title update. It's kind of like the new season. A small title update might be the last update of FC25. I want to go through this really quickly. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. I'm going to leave the link to this pitch notes article down below in the description. If you want to deep dive, zoom in, watch the videos again, I'll put that down below there. But I do want to kind of go through the bullet points really quickly for the gameplay updates because this matters a little bit and it could impact the market. Firstly, they're improving ground passes for skilled passers. What have we talked about so much this year in this game? Playstyle pluses matter more than stats. And they're recognizing that. And this could be a change that they're trying to make as well as we go forward into FC26 to reduce the gap, as they even say here, between players who have good passing stats and players who just have good passing play styles. You know, you could use a striker in this game who's got 85 shooting, but they have finesse plus, and they're going to score goals. You could have a card with 95 shooting and maybe not have the finesse play style, and you could maybe still score some goals, but the card with the playstyle plus would feel like it's going to score more goals than the one that would not have it. Playstyles are weighted so heavily, it feels, in this game, and this is kind of a chance to try to bring that back a little bit closer in one specific area. If you look at the pictures here, this is pre-update. You can see how there's a little bit of a spread on these passes here that a player would perform with a high passing attribute, and then you can see it's a little bit tighter here. That's less of those strands that kind of go out wide. A lot of them are more accurate and get to the same spot after this upgrade or update. Now, I will say, I love it when they show these pictures, but I also would really want to know, what is a high passing attribute player? What's the number on that? Is that 90 or above? Is it 85 or above? Some of those things we'd love to have a little bit more information on, but right there, that looks to be a semi-noticeable gameplay change. We'll see, I guess, with those higher rated passing players. Now, imagine a player who's got high passing attributes and playstyles. Is their passing just now going to be absolute laser beams, like Luka Modric, KDB type passes every time? I'm down for that, I guess. We're at the end game. These cards have high stats. The game is faster. Let's see. I guess I'm kind of curious about that one more so than really feeling positive or negative towards it. Now, I have a bit more opinions on the goalkeeper rush out play style and the headers that they have changed. Guys, rushing out your goalkeeper, especially if you have the play style plus, has been incredibly OP. It's been so fast, and EA is kind of fixing this here. This is pre-patch, as you can see there, and this is post-patch. But I think in this video right here, they're showing a goalkeeper who has the rush out playstyle plus, because as you can read here, it says slightly reduced the rate of acceleration for the playstyle plus, so only slightly reduced it, but they significantly reduced the rate for the rush out playstyle base. And there's a lot more goalkeepers that have playstyle base of rush out than rush out plus, except for like Courtois. I think Hugo Lloris, the new card, has it, so that's really interesting there. But that should make 1-on-1 situations with just you and the keeper a lot more like consistent and maybe balanced, because before they were not. Now, let's go into the last part here, improving the header accuracy. This is just hopefully good for corners, and maybe it's going to make crossing a little better. As you can see here, the contested header goes way wide, and that's before the patch, right? This is after the patch. You can see here the same player contested header. It doesn't go in, but it goes right past the edge of the post. So now I guess it feels like it's going to come down to your user input and how good your aim is to really see, do you score headers on corners? Are crosses going to be back? Are we going to have a heading meta kind of come back in the late game here? That would kind of be perfect timing because of the shapeshifter cards that we might be seeing and stuff that we're going to be talking about here in the season pass, with some tall goalkeepers being moved up in the pitch, kind of like the Petr Cech shapeshifter card from previous years. That's just kind of something to think about with this small patch. Really, it's a small patch, only 3 of those changes that is going to be coming out. Now, the one thing I will mention is, since that patch has been talked about, usually we get a pitch notes and the patch comes out the next day. We could actually see a download update today for the game, and that patch could be out. It's got a couple other things which we'll cover at the very end, but this is the big content, guys, and I know a lot of you guys have seen it and talked about it, so I don't want to talk about it for forever, but I just want to kind of make sure we get this really analyzed, because there's a lot of positive, but there's also some negative about this Season 8 Premium Pass rewards. It doesn't really feel like it hits the same as the first time around. Like, I think it's a good season pass, and I'll talk about the value of this in a second, but it maybe just doesn't hit as good as the first one because it's not the first one. I'm not entirely sure. I think it also depends on some of your opinion about the stuff that is inside of this. Now, I want to make this really clear. These are not the only rewards for the season pass. Make sure you remember this. There is the paid season pass and there's the free or the standard season pass, and you get both of those reward sets. So you get double the rewards if you buy the paid season pass. So this is only showing the premium paid rewards. And again, there's some playstyles we're going to look at today that are not included in this, but they are still leaked to be coming as a part of the standard pass. Now, the biggest news with all of this is the player at the very end, Mr. 5 Playstyle Plus Kaká, and that is also mentioned here below this, EA mentioning that you can now get up to 5 Playstyle Pluses in Ultimate Team. And basically, they're making this paragraph and wording it here to say, we've pushed the power curve so much this year that we realize we need to increase the ceiling for how high the power curve can go, because as of right now, we're getting so close to that ceiling, and we still have a couple months left in this game. We got to make it still at least somehow interesting, right? I think it's pretty crazy. I don't have a problem with it, to be completely honest. It kind of just, again, raises the bar, raises the ceiling to a whole new level. 5 Playstyle Plus cards, what are they going to do? Float on the pitch or fly with like multiple Playstyle Pluses being active? Imagine like a rapid into a finesse, but the first touch, like you can have 4 or 5 Playstyle Pluses activate on one pass, turn, move, and score type of situation. I don't know. That's going to be very interesting. We'll look at that Kaká in a second. Now, I got 5 points I want to make about this premium season pass. Firstly, in here, it's all shapeshifters. So right away, a lot of people don't like it because position changes, unauthentic, not realistic. That's where people's minds go. Personally, for me, shapeshifters has always been a really fun one because this is a football game. It is not 100% realistic. I mean, I'm playing right now with Messi in my team, and I've got Varane in my team. Those guys, you know, Barca, Real Madrid, to be completely honest there, those guys never really played together. Maybe they did it, so I don't think they ever did. But like that sort of situation, that's pretty unrealistic, right? Some of the things we see in this game, bicycle kicks on corners, kind of unrealistic anyway. So I hear the argument, but also I raise you what this game is, a game in defense of that argument. But personally for me, this is just something you're not going to see anywhere else. That's kind of why I enjoy it. Like, looky here to the level 5 Tomori card and Lenormand. Those are some pretty good cards for level 5. We're going to be able to achieve those pretty quickly. 96 passing and 97 dribbling for Lenormand. Tomori's got 95 defense and 95 passing. He's probably going to be a great CDM or center mid in the game there. Now, moving through some of the levels here, EA is changing up the SP boost. That's point number 2 that I want to make. We're not just getting a 10 level SP boost from level 20 to level 30 like we did in this last season. We are getting 2 different segments of 4,000 SP. So when you hit level 6, you're automatically going to go to level 10 and get yourself some packs, block plus, and a player pick here between Samuel Lino right wing, Jan Koto left wing, and Douglas Luiz center back. EA is playing on the banter here with the real life names, with the 3 players that we're about to mention that are in this season pass, Douglas Luiz, Grealish, and Lehman. We'll talk about that in a second, but those cards are at the level 10. Of course, if you don't want to go for those and you want a pack, 83 times 10 tradable. It is nice that in every single one of these levels, except for level 15, you at least have a pack option there if none of the players interest you, and it's the premium pass. All of these packs are tradable. Now, again, at level 20, you're going to automatically go to level 24 because you get that 4,000 SP boost, which is going to give you a cosmetic in 84.5, and in any position change, any player to striker. You have a left wing one at level 13 and a striker one at level 24. Now, this was leaked a while back, and allegedly, the only restriction is max 3 positions. If that is it, and there's no rating maximum for this, this could be a really, really key part of the season pass. Imagine taking a player who can't play striker, can only play cam, right wing and right mid or something like that, and taking them to striker, like, because they're fit for that position, their stats, and then being able to evolve them. That's the crazy part with this, is that the opportunities are going to be endless with this, and it gives all roll pluses for that position. That was one of the leaks as well. So I'm very excited about those because that just builds a whole opportunity of squad potential, Evo potential building there. That's really exciting. Now, that's one of the next points I wanted to make in this is about the packs. There's more packs in this season pass compared to the last one. I think it's like 4 or 5 more packs. If you don't even take them from the different player pick levels, like level 1 and level 5, if you take players there, there's still more packs if you add it up in total. And of course, they are all tradable, so that just helps you getting a few more coins back as you go through this entire season pass. Now, moving on a little bit more, we do have level 25, which is the very interesting part here. We've got 3 goalkeeper players, and a couple of them have 4 playstyle pluses, but Oblak only has 3, Oblak, Kobel, and Maignan. I think a lot of people here, myself included, are interested in the Maignan center mid card, maybe because it's giving us some flashbacks of that Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. A Kobel striker could be interesting. Oblak center back does look very good, but statistically good, but playstyle plus wise, again, we just talked about how OP playstyle pluses are comparatively to stats. I think Maignan might be the play here just to try out that card. And then on the bottom row here, I think these player picks, or these options, I guess it's a pick for a pack. You get to choose, do you want the higher rated with less players, or do you want lower rated with more players? I think that's really going to depend what we take here, depending on how fodder is. Like right now, an 86.3 and an 86.4, you're taking that all day because 86 rated cards, if you're purely trying to make more of a profit and more of a coin return from a paid season pass that you're putting however many coins into, you're going to make more coins back from that because 86s are inflated at the moment. Well, if 84s or 5s end up going up at some point, maybe you want to take an 82.10, 83.15, or an 84 times 10. That's just something we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get there. Level 29, Quick Step Plus Evolution. That's a big one. Once again, all of the paid season pass evos are max 96. Max 9 playstyles and max 3 playstyle pluses. So that means you're going to be able to add that 4th playstyle plus to a card. It does not mean, as I read this, that we're going to be able to create 5 playstyle plus players yet on this game. And that's why the Kaká card at level 35 is so massive, because he will be the first and maybe the only by the time he is released 5 playstyle plus cards. So the players here at level 30, you've got Tonali left wing, Calafiori striker card. Both of those might be interesting. An 84 times 6 tradable there. And at the very end, the best stuff, Intercept Plus, again, max 96, Finesse Plus, max 96, an 89 times 3 or an 85-12. Definitely the 85 times 12 is the play here, hands down, because that is so many more players, and we know how good an 85 times 10 can be. Add 2 more players into that. The likelihood of you getting maybe a TOTS card or 2 and getting maybe an 89 rated gold or 2 or a 90 from this, you might get 3 89 plus cards inside of that pack, and it's tradable. I think that would be worth the gamble there for more players for it being 85 plus. And then at level 35, we've got the big one, the 91 times 3, which you're crazy if you take that. I mean, I know some people are like, no, I don't want to take the card that everybody has, and everybody's going to have the Shapeshifters Kaká for sure. But like, come on, 5 playstyle pluses. This card right here makes the season pass worth it. Whatever amount of coins it is, that's the biggest question that we still have right now. This card on the market would be multiples of millions. This Kaká Dream Chasers was 1.8 million coins until he was leaked yesterday. Look at his graph, 1.8, 1.9, down the cliff, then kind of rebounded. Probably going to keep dropping as this card gets closer and closer to being released. He's got finesse, low driven, first touch, rapid, incisive. He is a right wing. So it's like, will he have the cam position? He might not. But look at those. That's end game. As end game as it gets. Now, surely we're not going to be able to get this card for at least a few weeks. So level 35, it's a shorter season than 40 levels. And people got to level 40 within like the first 2.5, maybe even 3 weeks before that in this latest season. So we're probably looking at, I'm going to guess, 2 weeks until people are able to get to the very end of this next season that is upcoming. And we don't even have 4 playstyle plus players on all the cards that are in packs right now. It's only a select few. So I think that Kaká card is going to be ahead of the curve for sure. The first playstyle plus player that will have 5 playstyle plus player, that plus the evos. If you take a look at this season pass in general, I think that card plus the evos that are in here, the position changes and the playstyle plus evos make it worth the price. Let's say it is 500,000 coins. Let's just say it is that. I think that seems a little bit steep for what this season pass is. Yeah, there's great evos. Yeah, there's a great Kaká. And again, you get double the rewards. It would still be worth it if it's 500,000 coins just because of all of the content that you get. Like, it's hard to say that it's not worth it when you get all of that content for 500,000 coins. So if you're like, Nate, I mean, I'm going to spend 500,000 coins on this and I'm not going to make all my coins back. That's true, but you're going to get all the standard pest packs too, which are untradeable. They're going to give you a bunch of value. You're going to get more play styles. Evos, one of the ones that we've talked about for leaks, right? We have a center defensive mid all position. We have Jockey Plus in the free pass, Incisive Plus in the free pass. We've got left wing all roles and striker in the main. I already mentioned the CDM, but like there's going to be probably a couple other Evos as well. Long Ball Plus is going to be in the free pass. That was one that's a max 95 Evo that was leaked a couple of days ago. So, I mean, it's still a very hard argument to me to say that it's not worth the coins. But, you know, I do agree with a lot of you guys saying that this season pass is kind of mid. I hope it's not 500K. I hope it's like 350 because it's less levels. But I could still see them releasing it at 500,000 coins or 1,000 FC points. I think that was the last one 1,000 FC points or 2,000. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but guys, it's not that hard to get 500,000 coins if you're playing the game at the moment. Packing cards, doing the tradable packs that are refreshing every single day, the tradable team of the weeks, making a few investments here and there, and opening rewards if you're playing squad battles, rivals, and foot champs. Like, it is not that difficult to make coins, even with just some light trading and some light investing. You're going to be able in a couple of weeks to build up those coins if you don't spend them on anything else to afford this pass. If you do need to use points to get this pass done and you want to get it right away or whatever the situation may be, if you do want to use my code, the creator codes are still working. That link is down below if you're a PlayStation user in the description, or use the code TheFutAccountant on the EA app if you're on PC. So I do want to mention that one there, since EA is trying to be nice and support creators in that way. Now, again, that's a new thing. It's only been going on for a couple of months. But that's the big long yap on the Season 8 Premium Pass rewards. Let me know what you guys are feeling about it. I'm definitely going to go for it again, because double the rewards, double the packs, and still the crazy stuff that's in that Season Pass with the Kaká and everything that we just mentioned feels worth it to me. But again, it's up to personal opinion. So let me know in the comments how much you would pay for that and how much you think it's going to be. That should be probably leaked here pretty soon as well. Now, let's talk about the road to the final cards that are leaving packs today. The UCL PSG cards, my goodness, are these cards difficult to pack? And just look at their prices on the market. It continues to tell the story. That's the story of everything right now, isn't it? Difficult to pack, high in price. And I mean, you look at these Maelu cards, you look at the Hakimi card. These cards have barely dropped over the past couple of days. I feel like these might end up being like the Chelsea cards, though. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people are excited for them right now. Their card prices could go up a little bit today as they leave packs, but I don't think their card prices are going to stay up as they go out of packs for at least that long. I mean, take a look at the Chelsea cards. Cole Palmer went from 2.3 million coins in the market to now being 1.9. He dropped off 400,000 to 500,000 coins. Like Caicedo dropped off a bunch. Gusto's under 500K. Pedro Neto was only 1.1 million yesterday, and he was 1.5 over the weekend. Jackson was 800. Now he's 569. A lot of the market is still in kind of its dropping mode right now, because we are in this situation where the ultimate team of the season is coming. People are maybe selling some cards to save up for the season pass, to pay the coins for that, because they know that Ultimate Tots is upcoming. We're still seeing a lot of market crashing that's happening there. There's still some good flips that you can make on cards here or there, but you just got to be really, really careful at the moment. And I think that goes to be said as well for the UCL winner cards. Now, the news with the UCL winner cards is we thought these were going to be the last kind of winner cards that were going to be released, and then EA dropped this loading screen in the news tab just yesterday. They're not the last ones. The Arsenal women's team is getting their reward in game. They're getting noticed. They're getting road to the final cards as well. We are getting a full squad of those Arsenal women's players, and I actually have the list of the names that are going to be in this squad. As you can see here on the loading screen, we believe it's Mariona, Blackstenius, and either Chloe Kelly or Beth Mead over there for the right wing card, right there for the Arsenal player. Now, that Blackstenius card looks insane. Great playstyle pluses for sure. 97 rated and 5-star, 5-star. In fact, all the cards on the loading screen are 5-5. This is the full list of player names for the players that actually played in that game against Barcelona. Imagine this could have been Liga F Women's Barcelona getting the team, but Arsenal Women's team won 1-0. Kim Little, Kate McCabe, Leah Williamson, Chloe Kelly, Beth Mead are both actually in there. Manu Hertig, Caitlin Forbes, Alessia Russo. Some cards have had team of the seasons for this Arsenal women's team. They're going to be usable. They're going to be boosted up pretty high. Again, 96 and 97 rated and 5-star, 5-star. So those cards are going to come into packs today. Last thing I want to mention about the market, I want to talk about making some bread, making some coins. 86 rated cards, right? They're up in price. They're all still about 8 to 9,000 coins. If you're like, Nate, what's the investment I want to buy? It's not these, in my opinion. I think these will be purchases and buys on maybe Thursday and Friday. And maybe you can just right now bid or snipe on some of them, sell them, or like buy them at 8,000 coins and sell them for like 9.5, because I bet you can still get sales there on lazies. But 85 rated cards yesterday went up in price. They left minimum price for a little while and they went up to as high as about 3,000 coins. And that might happen again today. I think 85s could be a good investment at minimum price, 2.1 to 2.2K. You're looking to sell those in the next 2 days before Rivals Rewards at like 3,500 coins on lazies, maybe 4K if you want a lazy list there as well. I think that's a pretty decent investment, but I also think another investment is actually starting to go up, but I think it's still a good buy. And we're talking about team of the season cards. Guys, TOTS cards are slowly starting to creep up. And that's because during Ultimate TOTS, there's a lot less TOTS fodder that is in packs. There's still a little bit, but there's not as much as there is like right now, unless EA changed things up. I think TOTS cards under or right around 13,000 coins. They were 11, 12,000 coins. Now they're about 13K. I think this is a good investment to start stocking in your club if you want to buy something and hold on to it for a couple of weeks. The best rating to purchase of Team of the Season cards is going to be 93s and 94s. 94s you're going to have to pay probably 15 to 16K for. But what I would do right now, this is a perfect time for a club stock. If you're on like, let's say a couple 100,000 coins, maybe 2 to 300K or more, and you just want to put some of that on your transfer list in your club and sit in it for a couple of weeks, absolutely start to stock up on the 93 and 94 rated TOTS cards for as low as you can. Even stock up on a couple of 92s. Try to get as 13,000 coins or below. If you're like, Nate, these are going up, you can wait until Thursday Rivals Rewards to buy them then again, because they should come down a little bit during that time. But I think that's a great investment. Still think the 95s on Rivals Rewards, probably under 20K, will be a good investment as well, because during the Ultimate Team of the Season, there's, like I said, less fodder TOTS cards and packs, but EA will continue to supply them. So while a lot of the meta market of prices is kind of dropping and crashing, I think there's money to be made on those fodder Team of the Season cards and the 85 rated. So that's kind of the market situation. Let's look at content that is upcoming, because we didn't get an Evo yesterday. Usually in the past couple of weeks during Team of the Season, we've had good Evos on Mondays. We didn't have one yesterday, but we do have a leak of one that is potentially coming today, or should be coming pretty soon. It's another center attacking mid evolution, and it's for max 92 cams. Quick step, incisive, finesse plus 5-star skill moves, stats boost. It allows 99 paced players, but it does not allow the 99 dribbling players. It looks like there's some sort of dribbling requirement, because cards like this Neymar fit. He's got 94 dribble, but he's got 97 pace. But a card like this Lallana does not fit with 97 pace and 99 dribble. The other stats of the rest of his card aren't that high. Some other cards in here, like this card doesn't fit 99 dribble. Once again, you take a look at like a couple of these other cards that have been mentioned here. This Gilbert Evo that this guy has 99 pace and 91 dribble and 91 shooting, and he does fit. This Crooks card does as well with 94 pace and 9 dribble. So it looks like there's something to do with a dribbling requirement here, but the shooting requirement looks maybe 93 fits. I'm not sure. He said no to that one. He says that this Evo is different than the other cam one that we had, and people do like the 99 stats. So maybe the fact that this one can fit 99 pace center attacking mids, that could be very interesting. Just watch some cards to the market, like Aldo Wayron is up in price. This Jude Bellingham Player of the Month, 91 Puteus and Hamsik fit this evolution as well. Plenty of center attacking mids spiked yesterday. You guys know what to do. If there's any that you have in your club, absolutely sell in the hype. If I had to guess, I would think that Evo might be coming out today on a Tuesday, but it's really unknown as of right now. Watch out for a few more leaks, and of course, we'll tap into content today and see if it is there. Now, it doesn't look like any evolutions are expiring today on Tuesday. Looks like nothing is, unless I've already completed it. That's just something to double check each and every day as a part of the content that we discuss in this game too, because there's a lot of Evos, and sometimes you forget one, but you want to do it before it expires. Speaking of content that's going to be expiring and hopefully re-releasing the 91 plus TOTS trade-in. It's a TOTS trade-in Tuesday. This is going away. I asked, I think 2 weeks ago, EA, could you please make this a 1 of 4? They still haven't yet. Hopefully they do this time, because I'm imagining this is going to refresh today, and this could actually help some of the team of the season prices just inch ever up so slightly in price there. So absolutely watch out for the TOTS trade-in refresh. And then the 84x7, our everyday refreshing upgrade pack, is expiring. It's a Tuesday. We're going to get something new today. The question is, what is it? There's an 84x15 that's been added to the code a couple of days ago. That seems too good to be true. Maybe they'll go back to the 85 combo. Maybe they'll do something else. Who knows what they could do with this, but I'm glad to see the 84x7 go. 85 combos treated me pretty good. I'd be down for that. But again, the pack weight, oof. Maybe it's time to save an 85 combo if that's what comes out today. Maybe it's time to start saving the 83 14s, maybe even the 86 plus player picks. Some even people are talking about saving some of the 84x5s and even some of the premium upgrade packs for Ultimate Team of the Season, because there might be more TOTS cards packable from these with all of the leagues re-released, or some players from all the leagues re-released. Maybe it is starting to be that time to say, maybe we do save packs for a few days for Ultimate TOTS. Now again, player SBCs. We have 2 more player SBCs that have not been released yet, and they're names that most people would not be super caring too much about. However, we've got 3 days left of this promo, and daily player SBCs is what EA promised. We got Aljawire left and a Whirl. We got this guy, though, that's leaked still. Van Persie, E-Champions League card. I'm going to imagine that we're going to get him. We're going to get these 2 players in the next 3 days in this game. So watch out for the Van Persie. I would assume there'd be official stats leaked before he is released, but we do not have anything on that right now. So that's kind of what we're kind of watching out for. I do think the Cam Evo could be today, but mostly for me, what I'm going to be doing today is watching the market on some of these TOTS cards, watching these UEL cards, UECL cards, and absolutely, of course, we're going to be watching the PSG cards as they leave packs. I really don't think that I'm going to invest in those too much today personally, just because, man, I feel like their prices are so high. I do have a Cole Palmer here that I'm flipping. I did buy a Brennan Johnson for a quick flip as well. You saw my transfer list, but I'm going to keep it simple with these cards. I did actually come up out of a pack pull from the store yesterday. I spent almost 1.5 million coins on opening the 375k packs to try to hit a couple of these cards. We did hit Vitinha. My goodness, is he freaking good. But man, the pack weight for these is so hard. The pack weight for the TOTS cards is really bad too. I've said it multiple times, but that's just how this game feels at the moment, and hopefully something with Ultimate TOTS changes with that. But best of luck if you're grinding rivals today. Maybe you're getting cup games done. The cup is actually difficult to find matches in because it pits the 2 games against each other. I liked that at first, but now I'm hearing that it's not very easy to get done. But best of luck if you're grinding rivals for sure, or just opening the packs and doing the daily grind. And I've talked for way too long in this video, but that's going to be the video for me today, guys. Let me know your comments down below in the comment section on what you think about this season pass and your feelings on it. Positive, negative, somewhere in between going forward into this Thursday. But that's the video for me. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up, comment down below if you had any questions as well, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in a stream today. Make sure you tap in around content time here on YouTube or on Twitch. That link's down below in the description as well. Catch you guys there. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great Tuesday. Peace.